Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today was the last day of the first round of the NHL Playoffs. And boy, was I shocked. Oh my god, I mean, I didn't really watch any of it. So I don't really know what exactly happened. I've seen a couple YouTubers I do follow and their reviews on it, and whew, yeah, Rangers are kind of concerned going forward considering how much stardom they had on their lineup. So I'll just take you to the bracket real quick, and you can see for yourself. This is not what I was expecting coming out of the first round. I will be completely honest. Obviously, as you know, I am a Kings fan, so obviously I was expecting us to come out of the first round, and it was a close series. But the Oilers, they were the better team. They honestly always are, and they made it to the next round. So they played the Golden Knights. Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure everyone expected the Golden Knights to pass to the next round. But the Avalanche, they lost yesterday against the Kraken 2-1. And I was just like, wow, holy crap. That was crazy. Yeah, I hate McKinnon. I don't like McKinnon. I think he's a selfish, bad attitude player. And to see him lose, I was ecstatic. Anyways, yeah, I didn't have the Kraken going out of the first round because it's this defending Stanley Cup champions, the Avalanche. But I guess it was harder for them than they thought, and I'm happy the Kraken came out on top. Very unexpected. Then you go to Dallas and the Wild, and honestly, I expected the Stars to come out on top as well. The Wilds are always just a wild card. It's in their name. They can't do much more than that. So that was expected. But then you go to the East, and I was just shocked. I had Bruins just completely sweeping the Panthers, but they didn't. They lost 4-3 in overtime. And for all we know, this could have been Bergeron's final season. And if he does, he's going to retire, and I'm going to be sad. Because he's one of those players I grew up watching. And I've only been watching hockey since 2011. And he's one of the guys I noticed first, and I've been watching since. And to see more and more people retire, I feel so sad that I didn't get more time to watch these professional Hall of Famers too. And so that was sad to see Bergeron get kicked out of the playoffs. But it is what it is. I think having both of the President Trophy winners from this year and last year go head to head, it was a good matchup. Honestly, I didn't think Florida was going to do as good as they did because of the season they were having, but Matthew Tkachuk definitely led the way for them, and I have to say their game 6 winner for Tkachuk. Oh, that was a beautiful one. I think it was game 6. I have to check that. In any case, so Panthers came on top of Bruins. That was shocking. Pretty sure no one thought that. Then you go to Maple Leafs and Lightning. The Maple Leafs, who don't win playoff series for I don't know how many years, 13 years or so, they came out on top and beat the Lightning. That was amazing. I'm so happy. I hate the Lightning. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I hate the Lightning so much. But the Maple Leafs, that was amazing. That's shocking to the world. And there we go. We have a second round for the Maple Leafs. Hurricanes, that was a no-brainer. The Islanders just don't have a good team. The Hurricanes do. That was not even a competition. Then you go to the Devils and Rangers today, and the Devils shut out the Rangers 4-0, and that alone is just mind-blowing. That how stacked that Rangers lineup is, both off forwards and defense. I'm amazed they didn't come out on top, and to hear that they got shut out of all things, that's just sad. Yeah, so that's the playoff outlook for the second round. Golden Knights versus Oilers, Kraken versus Stars in the Western Conference, and then in the East, Panthers versus Maple Leafs, Hurricanes versus Devils. So real quick, I'm just going to give my predictions. I prefer if the Oilers came out on top, just because I rather lose to the best. But I think the Golden Knights are going to have the upper hand, and they will move to the next round. By the way, cheating Golden Knights, just like the cheating Lightning when they won their Stanley Cup. They have an excessive amount of salary on their roster. Last I looked on Cap Friendly, it was 96 million. That's way over. So I don't know how that works out, but just like the Lightning, I don't like it, and something needs to be fixed. Because last time I looked at their roster, they had like 13 scratches, and I'm like, how is that even possible? So it is what it is. I'm not a professional in that regard, but I think I want the Oilers to win. Golden Knights will come out on top, though. And then the Kraken and Stars, I think the Stars have it in for the Stanley Cup, so I think the Stars will go on to the next round. Panthers versus Maple Leafs, that was a tough one, but I think the Panthers will come out on top. I mean, they did beat Boston in a good series, so the Maple Leafs are probably going to be a little rusty, even though they're rested. They're going to choke. Unfortunately, Maple Leafs, the players, they choke a lot, so I'm not going to be surprised if they choke here as well and don't make it to the next round. And then Hurricanes and Devils, that will probably, besides the Golden Knights and Oilers, I think the Hurricanes and Devils is probably the next best matchup. And I'm actually excited to see who comes out on top on that one. I don't care for both teams at all. They're probably some of the bottom teams I care about. Like, I really don't like them. So I guess I'll just say the Hurricanes will come out on top. I think as far as a reputation, they have the better team. And I think they will find better scoring chances, especially since the Devils had to go to a Game 7. I think the rest will do the Hurricanes good in this regard, and they will come out on top. So we'll see how it goes. But, it's the playoffs. As long as you're in, anything can happen. So I'm not surprised if, at this point, I'm shocked that the top teams are kicked out. I mean, not that the Kings were a top team or anything, but we were kicked out. I thought we had actually a good core of players. The Avalanche got kicked out. The Surging Wild, who, they stormed the way into their playoff spot, were kicked out. The Bruins were kicked out, the President's Trophy winners. The Lightning, who have a reputation for being one of the best teams in the league, was kicked out. And then the Rangers. Like, that's just shocking. It is absolutely shocking. More than half the teams that are kicked out were teams that should have actually won their games. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts, my opinion. Looking forward to seeing who comes out on top on the next rounds. But yeah, as far as the Cup is concerned, since the Kings lost, I will say, go Oilers. If not the Oilers, I wanted the Bruins to win it all. But now that they're out, yeah, go McDavid, go Draisaitl. I to be honest, even though we get our butts kicked, and I'm a Kings fan and everything, I do love Draisaitl. I like Draisaitl more than McDavid, and I hope both of them get a Stanley Cup at some point. And if this is the year, at least the Kings lost to the best. So, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't for more content, and I will see you guys in the next video. And who knows? Who knows what this next round will hold? It's bound to be exciting, though. Bye-bye.